Do you have tiny rough bumps on your arms or thighs that look like goosebumps and they just won't go away no matter how much you scrub or moisturize? It's not acne, it's not a rash, and yes, it looks like goosebumps or chicken skin. It might be something called keratosis pilaris. And while it's common, that doesn't mean that it has to be permanent. Welcome back. I'm Dr. Maria Azizian, a board-certified general surgeon and an IFM-certified functional medicine physician. On this channel, I share health tips on skin health, food and supplements, functional medicine, surgery, and the latest medical research to help you feel your best. And if that sounds good, please like, share with your friends, and subscribe. So what is keratosis pilaris? Keratosis pilaris, or KP, is a very common skin condition where keratin, yes, the same protein that makes up your hair and nails, builds up and plugs the hair follicles. This causes small rough bumps, usually on the upper arms, thighs, cheeks, or buttocks. And they can look like goosebumps or even tiny pimples, but they're not really red or inflamed or infected. KP tends to be worse in colder months or in people with eczema or very dry skin. So first, let's look at the conventional view of keratosis pilaris. It is a benign condition and doesn't require any treatment unless it's bothersome. Common conventional treatments include moisturizers like urea, lactic acid, or glycolic acid. These ingredients are keratolytics, which means that they help break down and loosen this excess keratin. Urea also draws moisture into the skin, softening the rough patches. Also, there are, of course, exfoliating cleansers or gentle scrubs that help. Physical exfoliation can help remove the buildup of dead skin cells and smooth out the skin's texture. But aggressive scrubbing, I don't recommend. It should be avoided as it can irritate the skin and make things actually worse. Finally, we also recommend, in general, topical retinoids like tretinoin. Retinoids increase cells turnover and prevent keratin from clogging the follicles. However, they can be irritating, especially on dry or sensitive skin, so they're not usually the first-line choice. These treatments can be helpful short-term, but they often require ongoing use and don't always lead to lasting improvement. So now let's look at the functional medicine approach. As always, in functional medicine, we ask why the keratin is building up in the first place. What systemic imbalances could be showing up on our skin? And here are the three common root causes that we often look into. And although I say three, there could be more root causes that may lead to KP. It's all very personalized. First, essential fatty acid deficiency. KP has been associated with low levels of omega-3 fatty acids, which are critical for skin hydration and anti-inflammatory balance. When you're deficient in these, the skin barrier suffers. Similarly, vitamin A, especially the preformed kind from animal sources, helps regulate keratin production. In some cases, KP improves significantly with targeted supplementation of omega-3s such as cod liver oil or GLA-rich oils like evening primrose. The next root cause for keratosis pilaris is food sensitivities. Some people notice that KP flares when they consume dairy or gluten. We see that a lot in our clinic. These foods can promote low-grade inflammation and immune reactivity in sensitive individuals. An elimination diet or IgG food sensitivity testing can help identify if certain foods are contributing to this problem. Removing these triggers often improves not only KP, but overall skin tone and texture. The next and very important, or maybe the most important factor, is the gut-skin connection. A disrupted gut microbiome, also known as gut dysbiosis, can increase inflammation and affect how nutrients are absorbed. So poor digestion or leaky gut can also lead to deficiencies in key vitamins and fatty acids that the skin needs to function. So we use stool testing or some other functional labs to check for gut imbalances, inflammation, and absorption issues. Functional medicine, as you know, emphasizes whole food, nutrient-dense eating, leafy greens, wild-caught fish, nuts, seeds, and healthy fats to nourish the skin from within. And of course, staying well hydrated helps keep the skin barrier strong. But by itself, hydration alone is not enough. So while conventional medicine sees keratosis pilaris as a surface issue, functional medicine sees it as a signal. With the right internal support, nutritional, hormonal, and gastrointestinal, you can often improve KP from inside out. It's not about just smoother skin. It's about restoring balance. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like, leave a comment, and subscribe for more videos on skin, functional medicine, and more. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time. Bye-bye.